Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking. This is Joanna. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be making this beautiful skirt over here. If this is something you're interested in, please stay tuned and let's get straight to the tutorial. So these are the materials that I'll be using for this tutorial. I have this soft fabric. I have this plain crepe fabric. I also have my measuring tape, a piece of chalk, and then a pair of scissors. Now, as you can see here, the leftover crepe fabric unfold both the front and then the back pieces of the upper part of the skirt, which is the V-like shaped part of the skirt. All right. Now, I went ahead to fold quarter of my hip circumference plus sewing allowance. Okay, so that's basically it for the front fold, and then the back. The back is 1 inch wider than that of the front fold because of the zipper allowance. I left 1 inch for the zipper allowance. Okay, now as you can see, the shorted at the down parts, because of the V shape that we're going to give the upper part, it was not going to affect the shorted um at the down part of the back piece. Okay, all right, so this basically is, as I said, quarter of my hip circumference, and then 1 inch, which is going to be used for the zipper allowance for the back piece, which is under the front piece. All right, so I came down from the waistline 8 inches, which serves as the hip line. Then I added half inch because of the joining that you're going to be joining at the waistline. I'll be adding a 1 inch band, sorry, a half-inch band at the waistline. So I went ahead to straighten up the line like this. All right, so that's the hip line. That's basically what we need now. So this is kind of stretchy fabric, so I'm not going to be adding that to this particular tutorial. So I'm going to divide my waist circumference by 4, and then I'm going to mark that on the waistline. I also go ahead and then add 1.5 seam allowance to the waistline as well. Now on the hip line, I'll go in on the front piece of the skirt, half-inch like this. Then I'm going to go to the side of the waistline. I'll come down from the waistline 3 inches. I'll come down from the waistline 3 inches like this at exactly the quarter of my hip circumference. Then I'll remark the quarter of my hip circumference like this and that of the seam allowance and connect it to the 3 inches that we came down from the waistline. Then just as what I'm doing, I'm going to connect this to the line that is created. Then I'll also slant this side seam circumference as well, about 1 inch, and minimize it while I'm reaching where the center is. All right, so at the back piece I will cut straight like this. Then I'll go ahead to slant my scissors like this and cut out the vein-like shape pieces like this. All right, this is a very simple tutorial, guys, so just stay tuned and you'll be able to make this. I'm just marking out to the zipper allowance. I left just 1 inch. Remember, I said it's a leftover fabric, so it is small. I'm trying to manage this. So I went ahead to pin the zipper allowance, as you can see me doing like this. Now I went ahead to slit the zipper allowance part of the skirt open like this. I'll cut it out like this. All right, so I opened the back part of the v-like or the upper part of the skirt up like this. I'm going to join the sides with the side seam allowance. All right, now before I do that, I'm going to add the half-inch waistband that I earlier mentioned to the upper part or the waistline before I join the sides. So I have these two pieces unfold, which is 1 inch unfold, two pieces 1 inch or 2 inches like this. So I'll first of all take it to the same machine. I'm just trimming off the excess of the band like this. So with the right side of the band facing the wrong side of the skirt, I'll take it to the sewing machine and then join it with 1/2 inch, just as I've done like this. Then I'll fold down the band like this. I'll fold in 1/2 inch, then fold it on the waistline like this, then top stitch it all the way to the other end like this. All right. Okay, so like I said, the band is 1/2 inch long. So this is it. I did same for the back pieces as well. All right, so that is it. So I'm going to be joining the side at this point. But before I join the side, I'm just going to be making some adjustments. Sorry, some adjustments at the side seam. All right. Now, at the down part of it of the skirt, I came out 1/2 inch like this on both sides. Came out 1/2 inch on both sides like this. Then I'll bring back the 1.5 seam allowance like this, and I'm going to slant it. I'm going to slant it. Remember, the down part goddess is free, so you don't need to make this fitted at the upper part of the waist. That's why I'm slanting it like this. Better still, you can shape out your side seam to that of your hip line before um, cutting out the V-like shape from your fabric. All right. So now that you're done, I'm going to go ahead and pin the sides as you can see me doing. Then I'll take it to the same machine and then stitch this down. Stitch the sides seam down. So guys, this is how it came out after joining the side seam. Now it's time to fix the back zipper. Okay, so I have my zipper here. This is the zipper. So it is 8 inches zipper, as you can see. So I'm going to um mark 7 inches like this using the zipper. It is 8 inches zipper, so I'm using 7 inches because of the upper and the down part of the zipper. Okay, so this is it. As you can see, I folded the back piece and then mark where it's going to be. So I'll be stitching the down parts of the skirt just as I've shown. So this is it. I join the side like this, then I'm taking out the pins. All right. So I'll fold in the zipper allowance like this, then place the zipper under it to fix the zipper to the back piece. I'll stitch down, cross over to the other side, and then stitch upward. So this is it. I've done fixing the zipper like so. It's left with the guarded part um of the skirt. Now, before I continue with the down part of the skirt, I'll bring out the V-like shape or the upper part like this. Then I'm going to measure the side of it, which I have about 5.5 inches. The 1/2 inch should be used to join the gathers to the skirt. Okay, so the 5 inches, the skirt length, which is 22 inches, the skirt length is 22 inches. I subtracted the 5 inches from the skirt length, so I should be having about 17 inches. So I added about 2 inches for the hem and then 1/2 inch for the upper part to be able to join it to the skirt. So 17 plus the 2.5 I just mentioned will make 19.5. All right. So I went ahead to fold the hem of the guarded part of the skirt like this. I first of all folded in half and then folded up the 1.5 remaining like this. And I'll stitch it all the way to the other end. So this is how it came out after stitching. The lightening is not making it visible though. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to run the goddess loose stitch. Okay, I'll set a machine to the loose part. Then I run um straight stitching, loose stitching all the way to the other end. Two of that actually. So this is how it came out. I hope you understood what I meant. So like this, I run two loose stitches, leaving about quarter-inch gap in between, like this. So I'll take the upper part of the leftover seam lines. Make sure you leave um, excess thread at the ends, just as I've done here, so that I'll be able to use that to pull out the thread from the stitch. So I'm just separating the stitch. I'm taking the upper part of the stitch, both stitches like this. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to pull it out from the fabric like this while pulling the fabric. If you don't get me, just watch what I'm doing, like so. And be careful while pulling the thread to avoid um, tearing it up, okay? Hi guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment, and please do share this video. Okay guys, so this is how it came out after making the goddess. This is it. Now don't tear up the end of the threads at this point. I'm just going to take my measuring tape and then measure the upper part of the skirt, as you can see me doing like this. Okay, then the measurement that you get, use that to measure the goddess if it is equal, including 1 inch seam allowance. Okay, so like this, I'm going to measure up to make sure it is accurate. If it is not, just loosen up some of the gathering. Okay, all right, so as I said, make sure you have 1 inch seam allowance to be able to join that. Okay, so I'm turning it to the wrong side of the fabric like this. After I'm sure that it is exactly as that of the measurement around the V shape, then I took to the same machine to join the side. Alright, with 1 inch seam allowance actually. Now I'm going to place both sides of the skirt, the upper and the lower part, with the seam lines matching each other like this. Then I went ahead to pin it like this. Then I'm going to take it to the same machine and then join this all round. I'm taking it to the same machine to join this all around. Before then, I went ahead to pin it, as you can see me doing. When you reach where the side seam is, just fold up the seam like this and then pin it. Alright, so I'm going to do this all around. Then I'll take to the same machine to join this with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Alright guys, so this is how it came out. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more tutorials. Subscribe, like, share, and keep being amazing wherever you are. Stay blessed. Bye.